I potentially could be dangerous.
I literally cannot feel my fingers.
I didn't expect everyone to finish day one.
It is definitely up there as worst days on the bike.
And everyone's just feeling like, wow, what was that?
This is so hard.
I grew up watching the Tour de France.
This is the biggest sporting event in the world, really.
We get to ride everything that the pros do, but 1 week ahead of them.
We are a bunch of amateurs. We're a bunch of, has-beens or never was-es or ultimates or dreamers or whatever. We just love cycling.
We're basically riding 21 different marathons.
It's the hardest event in the world.
I think it's going into the unknown a little bit as well. The past 9 months of training and hard work has come down to this day, so as prepared as I'll ever be, but I think there is a sense of nervousness about it.
Someone will always make first, or someone will be behind already. Someone will always be first. I'll hate you. First one. That kick with the heavy sign on the back of his bike, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Heavy load.
Nice push. I mean, battling. Let's go, guys. Are you all right? Let's go.
A lot of these guys, a few of the guys involved this year, have basically only started riding the bike 9 months ago.
So, Ride Captain, we're really here to help the guys who are doing it as fundraisers, get them through the tour.
We're here as the Ride Captain is to help these guys, to advise these guys, to give them little tips and just to try and get them through each day.
No, Joel, I want them to know how slow and hard it is.
I've not been nervous. For me, I'm not nervous. I've played professional soccer. I've played professional sport. And that's not being clever about it. It's just I don't really suffer with the nerves. I got on a road bike for the first time, I think it was January 9th. I potentially could be dangerous because of just not deliberately, but just not knowing what to do.
We've had this is our fourth year doing this, and we've never ever had quite such a big gap with two people off the back. Okay, so we can hang around here and wait for them. This is I'm asking for a collective decision, really. We can hang around and wait for them because they're part of the team. The sod's law, though, they'll get here, and even if you do hang around, you've been here a long time and you've already eaten. But by the time you get going again, they'll be straight out the back again.
I had friends who are keen cyclists, and they said to me, right, do you understand what you're doing? And I went, well, no, not really.
Does anyone know what it is?
It's pressure of the nerves in the feet due to where his feet are physically hot. The blood vessels swell. There's a lot more volume in his feet. Just everything gets compressed.
It's really common. It's really common for cyclists. Yeah, you're right. Well done.
Sit yourself down.
You got the bike.
Day one was horrific for me, it really was. It plays mind games. And so many times my body and everything just went, this is just ridiculous, just get off.
They really be alright. Keep cycling. We hope so. We'll see how we get on. I'm hoping he's eating, but we'll see how we get on going as far as the next stop, and then we'll have another sort of check at that point. But fingers crossed.
Probably the hardest thing I've ever done was today. Yeah, hardest thing I've ever done by far. It was 13 hours from door to door and just a lot of challenges, and I really don't want to encounter that again.
feel my fingers.
Very, very wet out there. Yeah.
We had rain all day long for the entire length of and it was the longest day of the tour.
It rained every minute of every mile. It was 10 to 12 hours of just grit and determination to get through.
I keep saying to everybody that, you know, riding a bicycle like this is really hard, but fighting the disease is even harder. You know, they're fighting for their lives. We're just trying to get over a mountain, you know, on a really long day when we've gone over 100 miles.
It's up there. It is definitely up there as worst days on the bike. Top 5 for sure. Top 5 for sure.
You finish the day and you're just caked in everything, and everyone's just feeling like, wow, what was that? That was a low moment, but actually it is a bit of a high as well because you've actually got through it.
I had a moment this morning where I sat on the loo with the hairdryer inside my cycling shoe trying to dry it out, just thinking, where has my world gone wrong?
I shivered from where we got the flat in that stupid farm field, all the way to that last town.
Even if we kept hydrated by just soaking the rain in, we have to drink for that.
So look at this, we're in France and the roads are dry. We get a decent baguette.
Well, the sun's out. Someone from the UK sent the sun to France, which was nice. Makes a big difference.
I get the high is definitely the team spirit. Everybody was so high, we were flying through that kind of long transition stage, a lot of downhill sections, just everybody was in such good spirits. So that was probably the high, seeing everybody just kind of almost euphoric.
That's just, oh, my feet are on fire. Oh, God. This is so hard. It really is.
Can you describe what you're feeling?
Oh, God. Just my feet are absolutely burning, and you're just pushing and pushing and pushing, and you just not going anywhere fast on the hills. And it's just so demoralising sometimes. You just got to go one pedal at a time. I mean, it seems to be one thing. You know, I had stomach pains earlier, feet are burning. You know, you just head down, looking at tarmac all day. I couldn't tell you any scenery. I honestly couldn't tell you anything about any village I've passed through, what the scenery is like. It's just head down looking at tarmac. But, you know, we're here. So, just got to keep doing it.
These guys, who I don't think still a week into it have fully grasped how tough the next few stages or the next week and a bit is going to be for them.
The first time gravel included within the event.
I think a few of the guys are going to be quite apprehensive.